What are we doing?
Dude, I don't know.
You need a hug? All right, let's do it.
So I was doing some research,
It's like therapy for us. You're just easing into not having much time on your hands.
and I'm stoked for the journey. What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Boyd,
And I am the Zach Gittler.
and we are two dads on a mic.
You know it.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, man, today, guess what?
What?
We talking back to school.
Man, I remember them days, dude.
Back to school.
You ever remember the movie with Dangerfield? The triple ending?
No,
You don't remember that?
I don't know if I ever saw it.
Back to School, was it Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
The old comedian.
Yeah, the dude was like, I got no respect.
Yeah. Dang, you do a good one, dude. You do a real good one. You've never seen that movie?
No, it's called Back to School?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's the infamous, I can't even tell you because I don't want to ruin it, but the triple Lindy. Yes. That's what it's called. It's the dive. He goes, at the very end, he goes off. You know how the old school pools used to have like 5 diving boards, like the real ones?
The platforms.
He would dive off one back. I can't even. People are gonna hate you, man. You got to go see this. You have to go see this movie. It's the greatest.
I am now hated.
He's a rich dude who goes back to college.
It's kind of
with
like
his son.
So it's kind of like Billy Madison, just older version.
Yeah, more adult, but it's so good, dude. I can't believe All right, we're stopping this right now. We're going to watch it. We'll be back. I'll take these off now. I can see.
See how much we plan before we talk?
Yes, we had a whole plan for this, and we're like, we go off topic. That's what we should be called. 2 dads on a mic, off topic.
Right. Oh, that'd be a good episode.
Yeah.
That'd be like every third episode is off topic.
We just go.
And that would be like the easiest episode for us because that's all we ever do.
We just count to 3, and you say the first thing that comes to your mind, and we just talk about it.
Banana.
Yeah, dude, I hate when you buy a banana and then like a day later it's rotten. I hate that. We could go for
But
days.
then you make banana bread with it.
That's what everybody says, but no one does it. No one does it.
See how we can just do this? This is literally what it's like when we just hang out.
We're back.
So, a little housekeeping before we jump into this topic. Make sure you find us on all sorts of platforms to look at us. You want to find us on YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook. To hear us, you want to find us on Anchor. You want to find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. We're like everywhere now, baby.
We're everywhere. We're getting traction. Everybody that's supporting us on Anchor, which is one of the biggest, newest platforms for podcasts, we appreciate it because it's blowing up.
Yeah, we have literally been in the lifestyle and motivation top 4 ever since we got on the platform. So thank you for supporting it, watching us, and just keep elevating it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's how we can just keep this going, and we're really making some good connections on Instagram with other dads out there. So it's been fun. Thanks to those that have really helped build us and support us at dad.therapy. Once again, thanks for those koozies. Those were dope.
I got mine finally because it was at your house. Then we hung out with Molly at the beach, and she's like,
she brought it for you. Good.
Yeah, she brought it. I'm like, oh, I have your koozie. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Perfect.
I should grab it.
So, find us there, like us, give us suggestions. We're always open, and that's what we want.
Yes.
So, back to school, man. It is like right around the corner. In fact, Vista, right, the city that we live in, they start Wednesday.
Man, I did a party last night, and they don't start for 2 weeks.
Oh,
the kid, yeah. I was like, yeah, 2
Lucky
weeks.
kid. But, I mean, it goes by like that. That's what I remember, too. Summer always went by so fast.
Yeah.
What do you remember about going back to school, man?
My biggest memory about going back to school was back to school shopping, and of the not the clothing, but we did. I remember get some clothing, but it was more so picking out your Trapper Keeper.
Oh, dude, Trapper Keepers were the dopest.
That was the big one.
Those need to come back.
Once you step up to the Trapper Keeper world, like whatever age it was, that was what I remember. And like buying my own pack of number 2 pencils, my own pack of pens. We didn't go crazy. We didn't have that much money growing up, but that's what I heavily remember about going back to school. It's just the shopping.
Dixon Ticonderogas.
What's that?
It is a type of number 2 pencil. It's the greatest pencil in the world.
But what about was this a thing? And the party I did last night, I walked by these 2 kids. I was DJing a bat mitzvah, so 13-year-old kids. They had 2 pens, and they were pencil fighting. Pen fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wait a second, kids, do you even know what pencil fighting is? Because they were doing it with
they
pens.
were doing pens?
They were just being goofy, right?
Oh.
So I'm like, they might not know what pencil fighting is. Like, do you guys know what pencil fighting is? And they looked at me like, I'm like, what? I'm like, you have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it got so big at our era, our age, that I remember, you knew the right pencils to buy that didn't break, the ones that bent more.
Dixon Tongaroas, dude.
And then there were like, you couldn't go against a colored pencil because those are super. And then the
colored pencils are out of.
And then the frustration karate chop. You're like this.
You'd like go to bam,
dude. I used to steal like the pencils from teachers' desks just to pencil fight.
Oh yeah, you know it's so funny that I grew up in Salt Lake, you grew up in Minneapolis, and pencil fighting was just like a part of our era. Like and no social media back in the day. So why was that like a thing?
True.
Like, how did that even spread?
Someone hit us up. How did pencil fighting become a thing?
Yeah.
And grow so heavily?
Because it was big.
Probably a TV show.
And it was middle school, right? When you pencil fought.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where it came from.
We'd meet after class, dude, and like it was a thing.
Yeah. Like you'd have your one pencil that had like all these battle wounds, but yet no one could beat it.
Dude, I'd do it right now. See, this is what we're gonna have.
Pencil war.
This is what we're gonna have at the Chateau Gittler Olympics, dude. It's gonna be this. This is good.
There's a part of the 10-year anniversary. The 10-year wedding anniversary is a pencil war.
Dude,
I love that.
We want to have the Olympics though here. Tennis, eating, drinking, pencil fight. We're just gonna have things, stations.
I love it.
And we're gonna have like teams.
Oh, we got to say, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Look at our new digs.
We're at my new house. With my wife and family's new house, Chateau Gittler we call it, and it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, so we're going to be filming here quite a bit from now on, and so we hope you like the background, the scenery. Okay, so Trapper Keepers, pencil fighting, new clothes, like these are the things that we remember. Now, I remember I usually would get a new backpack every year. And I also remember that I wanted the JanSport backpack. Those were like the big backpacks when I started.
They're still around, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. JanSport's legit.
It's that one logo that they have imprinted. Why? That's another thing. Wow. You know, the marketing behind that nowadays that we know more and more. It's like, how did they become popular?
Yeah.
Was it just great commercials? Probably.
Yeah. I don't even know if I ever saw a JanSport commercial. I just know that everybody rocked a JanSport backpack. So I had to have one, man.
Yeah, backpacks. I remember, I think if I was lucky, but I had an older brother, so I think I got the hand-me-down.
That's all right.
Or we had to choose. My parents were smart, which I'm going to do too, is like, instead of just offering, like, you can get this, you can pick between the 3 things you most want, and then at least they get one. They mentally,
I got a budget.
You had a budget?
About $100.
Dude, I don't even know if I knew what a budget was back
$100, dude. And then I got to choose my own supplies.
Smart, though.
And then I got to choose, so if I wanted a backpack when it was $50, bam, I only got $50 for the rest of my stuff. I got to figure it out.
Smart on your parents, though, because I read a lot about that right now with Aria. It's like, I want to start teaching her budgeting, and she can make the decision and this and that.
And then I got the things that I wanted.
True.
You know what I mean? So I was like a little bit more ownership on it.
And you made the decision. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. We just ordered a magnet for the fridge of like chores, coloring the star thing to start teaching
for
her.
Aria?
Yep. So I'm going to either implement like, not an allowance because she's not there yet, but something like, something that's not candy, that she gets rewarded with. So I'm starting to that. So that's
like
cool,
you get to go on a daddy-daughter date and you get to choose what we do or something like that.
Dude, she went to a movie a couple days ago and with my wife, and she sat through the whole thing. I'm like, oh God, I can already take her a movie. When that day happens, it's going to be movies all day long. I miss going to movies, dude. I used to see every movie in the theater.
Oh, really?
I love movies more than anything, so...
I was thinking about that the other day. When am I going to take Mac to a movie? It's going to be a while.
It'll be a while.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
It'll be a while.
So, any traditions that you guys had growing up? So, with my family, the one thing I remember was the first day of school. Both my parents were in education. So, my dad was a principal, and my mom worked in the office of the school, actually the middle school that I went to. So, but in elementary school, my dad was always at school doing his thing with opening the school and whatever because he's principal. But my mom would always take us to school that day because normally we rode the bus, right? We were on the bus route, and schools don't even have buses around here anymore. It's crazy to me. But she would take us to school, and then she'd walk us to our classroom to make sure we were comfortable, meet the teacher, good to go. Like totally like the protective mom.
Did she do the I just watched Almost Famous. Did you do the Almost Famous when you left? Like, don't do drugs.
No, dude, my mom would never do anything like that.
I don't think I ever got walked in, but I do remember getting driven to school because, in high school, I went to a different high school that wasn't in our district, so the bus really didn't pick us up. My mom fought heavily for us to go to this high school, and it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I remember getting driven to school. That was awesome. I hated waking up for the bus because you have to get up like a half hour earlier. And like,
So you took the bus?
I did for a while. Yeah, for a while.
Elementary school, middle school, or high school?
Elementary, middle, and then in high school, I had the option like some days I think it was, but more.
No one takes the bus in high school, man.
Yeah.
You guys could drive to school, right?
Yeah, my brother was 2 years older than me, so when I was a freshman, he was a junior, and he had a car. But then my brother, being my brother, he's like, "No, I ain't driving you to school."
You're like, dude, we're going to the same place,
I'm like,
bro.
I'm not showing up with you at school. Seriously, it went down like that.
That's hilarious.
And then I became a little cooler, and he's like, "All right, fine, I'll drive you to school." I'm like, "Dude, take me to a party." He's like, "No." It was so funny, dude, to have an older sibling. I think it's the greatest thing, but also it can suck sometimes too. But
see, my sister and I were 3 years apart, so in our high school was 10 through 12. So when I got into 10th grade, she had just graduated.
yeah, but we talked about this in another
never had
episode.
that.
I think I mean, if I had an older sister that was a senior,
right,
and I was technically a freshman, 10th grade, dude, I'd be like, you'd be known as like the little brother. That was like, you become popular with girls kind of quickly. Did you have this beard in 10th grade?
Oh, man, you don't even know.
You had this at like age
my beard was
2.
just rocking, bro. I came out with this thing on.
When could you grow a beard? Do you remember that?
Oh, dude, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even joking.
Serious?
Yeah, man, it took not like 2 years ago.
You hit
but
puberty
probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not joking, man. I was like the spottiest. I mean, is it spotty still? I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, you have a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a beard.
But you have a better beard.
Well,
because your beard is your hair on your beard is straighter.
Yeah.
My hair on my beard's really curly. It's like puby beard.
I was kidding. It's pubish.
Yeah. I have a puby beard.
I got the Jewish beard. But you know what's funny? My little brother, patched. He gets patches.
Yeah.
Me and my older brother can full grow beard. Sister can grow full beard, so that's cool.
That's what happens in the North or in the Midwest,
dude,
bro.
the Gittler genes are
women got to grow beards.
My Aria, our daughter, I'm like, dang, you're already hairy. And I have my other sister, like half sister. I'm like, oh man,
you are a kind of hairy dude. Like I have no chest hair, no back hair.
I need a trim bad. I just ordered some clippers too because Jess broke mine.
With all her hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so traditions other than first, like going back to school the first day, or just going back to school. Any other traditions?
Not really tradition. Just the shopping aspect, the enjoyment and excitement of like either going to the new school is scary, seeing friends, but yeah, it's just really the shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, we always started school early too as I got older because soccer, like when you got in high school, captain's practice would start, a month before. So like that was kind of a cool get back into school kind of thing. So then when the first day started, you're not like,
yeah. Always that awkward like first day getting back to see everybody. Like you feel like you have to build up these relationships again of people you haven't seen for 3 months.
You know how different it is? Because again, I do so many bar bat mitzvahs at the 13. Difference of how kids are from when we were. Like the confidence I see in kids is so much higher. Whereas, like you just said, like the first week or two is just like, it's like you act like you have to re-meet your friends for the first week or two. But it's a different era now.
Well, yeah, because they see each other every day.
Yeah,
on social media.
Exactly.
They can FaceTime.
So that's actually a good, no one ever thinks about that. Like in that regards, just compared to school or that way, social media is good.
Yeah, it's crazy. My sister is getting her son a what day is it today? Nikki, if you're
Sunday.
Watching this, don't let Mason let Mason hear this.
Why I already said it. Tony Gambuti's birthday today. My brother.
So they're going for his 12th birthday, which is August 22nd, I think. They're doing the phone. They're doing the smartphone for him because all of his friends have phones.
At 12?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Would you do it before that with Arya?
I think if it gets to the point like I have to have one, it's fit tantrum time at that age. Fine, figure out a way to buy it.
Yeah.
If you can prove to me you can buy it, then you can have it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, because they can be expensive, and I'm talking buy it, and then you got to come up with the money per month to pay it. And, I mean, I want to. The younger you start them to get them going through it, I think the more benefit you'll have out of it. Because look, if we can,
if you do it right,
if you
do it right, I think you've got to set expectations.
I mean, any way you do it is the right way. That's how I look at it, because even if it works for this kid or that, whatever it may be, it's gonna be different for you. I just look at every way I do it is the right way, even if it's bad, because I'll learn from it and then do it better the next time.
Right.
Yeah.
Favorite teacher? Who was your favorite teacher of all time?
I had a couple. Let's go in grades.
Okay.
So
well, let's do like elementary school.
Elementary, which is crazy. A year or two ago, I got hit up on Facebook. Oh gosh, and I don't remember her name, but she was my kindergarten teacher.
Wow.
And she was like, Zach,
she remembered you?
You don't remember me, but I was your kindergarten teacher. And she like, I want to pull it up. She like read me a story, like a memory of what she had.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kindergarten teacher?
Yeah.
Damn.
She's like, I remember how you used to do this and that. And I came across some poster. Someone found you or whatever. And I'm just like, small world. But
dude,
I'm like,
you
I must
stuck out though.
Exactly. And she was. I should know her name, but that was awesome. Then what? Middle school. I was a not bad kid, but I remember getting kicked out of a lot of classes. I remember one time
you were just a pain in the ass.
I was a pain in the ass, as I am still, But I remember one teacher, I pushed him too much, and he took literally all of my books off my desk. Says, "Get out." I walk, and he just threw all my books down the hallway.
No, he did not, dude.
I swear.
If a teacher did that today,
you're sued.
You would probably be sued.
Yeah. High school, Mr. O'Connor, still to this day, when my boy Max goes home to visit, because he is in the teaching world, they always hang out, have wine, have beers and stuff, but totally remember him. Just a down-to-earth teacher. And I think teaching is almost, I can compare it to DJing in a little way. I'd rather be relatable as a teacher and connect with kids and have a little less knowledge, because I can have more of an impact later on. And like DJing, same thing. I'd rather have less like skills to play music, but I can connect with the audience and I can like engage and give them a good experience. And but Mr. O'Connor was dope. There was a couple in high school. My clay pottery, my art teacher, Mr. Zhao, he used to let me skip class, and I'm talking a full day, and I go and just throw pots all day. He's like, you just have to make clay for all the classes. That's all I would do. He let me climb.
Our teachers are hilarious.
He let me climb in the window from the parking lot, because that's where his class was. If they locked the doors, if they did, and I could just throw pots.
No way.
All day.
And he was totally down.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
And that benefited me.
Right.
For me, school is.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a school person.
No?
No.
You're not a learner?
No.
Yeah, you are. You're a learner.
Yeah.
Just in a different different capacity.
Updates to you. Favorite teacher?
Okay. So let's see. Elementary school, Mr. Carter. So, okay, crazy story about this guy, though. He's he is awesome, man. His daughter is actually the same age as me and went to our elementary school, right? So she, Tracy is her name. She's awesome. But he was a fifth grade teacher. And you know what? That's what he did, is he built relationships with his students. And that's why I think I loved him so much. He was a great teacher in the content world as well, but just the relationships that he built. Side note, he had an issue come up. He was skiing one day up at one of the resorts in Salt Lake, and the dude, it was like a overcast ski day, very low light. And if you ever ski, if you ski in low light, it's hard to see like bumps and things, right? Because there's no shadows. And so he went off a little bump, and he landed on his tailbone, and he is now paralyzed from the waist down off of skiing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. So this happened when I think I had just graduated high school, and this happened. And I think this is one of the reasons why he's such an amazing teacher and influencer to me, is that he literally went back into teaching. He didn't make that as an excuse to like retire or quit. He went back, and he figured out a way how he could be in his capacity, but yet still do what he loved to do. And
his outlook on life is
it's
not
unbelievable.
changed. It's gotten better.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And I love that. Like every time I feel like I have a down day, I can think about Mr. Carter, and I'm just like, I have nothing to like complain about or get frustrated about, because this dude had the life, had it what most people would perceive as taken away from him, and he's still doing his thing.
What did happen? Sorry, when you were in school with him or after?
No, he was my 5th grade teacher.
Yeah.
And this happened, I think it was the year after I graduated high school.
Okay.
So this happened like not 10 years, maybe like 6 or 7 years after I'd had
everybody knew about it, kind of like.
Yeah, because everybody knew Tracy. Like, we all went to school with Tracy, right? Like, and he was a big part of our school experience. So he was probably elementary school. Middle school, Mr. Allred, so art teacher. So this dude was like, first month of the school year, the most hardcore, crazy mofo that you would imagine. I mean, if you spoke in his class, dude, he would freak out and send you to the principal's office. Like, just crazy. And then after, like, the first month where he just, like, had the class under this, like, crazy control, he was the dopest teacher in the world. It was like he did it for the sole purpose of just, like, scaring the shit out of you. And then when he knew that everyone just was going to listen and behave because they took him seriously, dude, he was the greatest teacher ever. It was amazing. And I think I tailored a lot of my teaching when I was a teacher to that, is that I was very heavy focused on classroom management the first month or two of my teaching. And then after that, because my kids were just badass, dude, I could teach them so much more stuff because I knew they were just going to listen and pay attention. They'd be engaged.
Yeah, I keep coming back to like the DJ world. It's breaking the ice. It's connecting with your students in a way, and then once you have them locked in, then you go to stage 2.
Yeah.
And then you go to stage 3, because like last night there were a lot of kids at the party. Boys are tough because they want to make trouble, they want to throw candy everywhere, and every party I get the same thing where the event planners are like, man, the boys are really behaved. I'm like, it's because the first 45 minutes I convinced you to have a cocktail hour where I just have the kids. So that whole time, I'm just goofing around, playing music, playing games, getting in their inner circle.
Yeah,
so then
loosening them up a little bit.
Then when the party starts and the adults are around, they listen to me. They don't want to kind of upset me by throwing things or being like bad kids because I'm cool to them. So it's the same thing as being a teacher.
Dude,
like,
that is a perfect example, bro.
And it goes in every single situation. And I definitely, I get it in the teaching world. Like,
so then high school was Mr. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his last name right now. I'm friends with him on Facebook, so I can't remember his name. But he was the track coach. I didn't run track, but he was also a history teacher, and he loved WWF. And in high school, we loved WWF. Like, we threw Monday Night Nitro parties at my house every Monday night. And there were like 8 of us, and we would form my couch into a wrestling rink, and we would like wrestle each other while we'd watch WCW. Dude, it was amazing. So every every Tuesday we'd come into class, and he'd be like, "Oh, did you guys see the?" And we were just like, "Yeah." And we were just like, and he called me DDP for Diamond Dallas Page because that was my favorite wrestler. He'd be like, "DDP," and I'm like, "Yeah, bah!
That's
you know,
so
like,
awesome.
Oh, dude, but it goes back to making that connection with your students.
Yep.
And it was incredible.
Do they teach that? Like, I want to become a teacher, let's say, in this day and age. They need to have a course, or do they, of like...
No, not at all.
That's the most important course.
Absolutely.
That's not being taught.
Dude, I remember in my master's program, the superintendent here at Fallbrook Unified School District, her name is Candy Singh. And the first day of my master's program, and she walked into the class and she sets down her stuff. No one knows her. She looks at everybody in the class, right? We're all teachers, and we're all tenured teachers. Like, we've all been in the game for 5-6 years. She looks at the class and she goes, if you're going to remember one thing from this course, the only thing from this course, if you only learn one thing from this course, and you walk away understanding and knowing this one thing, you'll be successful in whatever you do. She goes, number one, it's all about relationships. Mm-hmm. And that's it. If you can build relationships with people, everything else is simple.
Yep, I agree. I mean, hence what we just, conversated in every single category you're in.
It's brilliant.
If you can connect with
Right.
that person, everything is easy.
Everything else is easy.
Yeah.
Because people they'll have better conversations with you. They'll be more understanding of you. They won't get so upset. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So when you think of the favorite teacher, but it's funny, then you think of the worst teacher. So you mentioned the worst teacher, and you said that dude that threw your books down the hallway.
I have many that you could put in the category, but it's not that they were the worst teachers. They were probably on the scale of like not the best, but it was me being a shit disturber. I mean, there were
But why were you a shit disturber? Think about that.
I don't know, man. Class clownish kind of thing, and like, but like,
think if that teacher would have taken time.
Oh, yeah.
To like sit down with you and be like, look, here's the deal. I'm really struggling here. You know, I need to understand. I need to figure out like what we can do because this isn't working. It's not working for you, and it's not working for me.
Even to this day, I test everything. And I think that's what it is. Like from little kid, I will ask a million questions. I will test every single category until I'm satisfied with the answer. And at a young age, I mean, there were classes, any of my friends can attest to the stories that I've walked into a class before and she just goes, get out. Didn't do anything. What'd I do? Get out of my class. Like, because I pushed this woman's buttons so much. There were a lot of teachers that I did. A lot. Yeah. Just because I was just a shit disturber.
Yeah.
But now I'm good. Now I get why they did what they did, and
so how are you going to let's look?
But you know actually what I'd say why I did it. I wasn't interested in whatever they were talking about. That's what I think it comes down to.
Yeah.
I am not a fan, for me personally, of any of the book learning school. Hence how it's changed from 20 years ago to now. Things are drastically changing what we're going to be taught on, and I just was not interested. I went to the art class and skipped class and did pottery all day long, or skipped school.
So now you're a parent.
Yeah.
Right now you're a parent.
Yeah.
Because I think about this too, because I was a pain in the ass in some of my teachers' classrooms as well. Got kicked out of classes. And the thing was, especially in high school, I was really bad in high school. And my dad was a high school principal. And my dad knew my high school principal.
I don't know if I knew your dad was a principal.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now it all comes full circle of like why you went into or not why, but like, you were somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a high school principal. So I just don't know what I was going to say, to be honest with you. What was I talking about?
About how you were a bad kid, you used to get kicked out of classes.
Oh, yeah. So I think about this all the time. Like, what am I going to do now as a parent? Because I was kind of a dick sometimes to my teachers, right? And what am I going to do as a parent to make sure that Mac isn't that way?
You have nothing to worry about. I've said this in multiple episodes. The amount of time, energy, mental that we put into raising a child, or just our own lives, was going to segue over to our child. I have no worries. I always say this. I have zero worries of how Ari is raised and who she's going to become. So if it comes to school and she's, being kicked out or whatever, I'm going to backtrack. Be like, why was I kicked out? Just like I just said, because I wasn't interested. And that's.
But are you going to be okay with that?
Well, I'm going to assess it, I think, when it happens. So let's say she's in a history class, and I feel like she's going to test everything in the world just like I did.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, why are we talking about this? Because this isn't relevant anymore in this world. Or like, she's going to be the smartest kid. And I'm like, okay, I get it. But you have to have conversations with your child.
Yeah.
Like my parents did kind of, but I think our generation, it was more so like you did something wrong, you're grounded. That's it. It wasn't like, why did this happen? Let's take some time. I think parents now, and as we grow, our generation are going to spend a lot more time conversating and figuring out why these things happen or why they're acting this way, rather than just like bad, grounded, go to your, that's it.
Yeah.
That does nothing, but I mean,
like it's either black or white. You're either good or you're bad.
Yeah, but by the time our kids go to high school, middle school, like I keep saying, it's going to be a different world. And for me, I'm going to really pay attention to what they're being taught too. Because if it's not beneficial, I'm going to find another avenue. I mean, if this school or this year is not good for her, what other option? Can she go to a year of this random tech school for the year?
Yeah.
Because they have so many options nowadays, especially if you have money to go pay for it, you can go anywhere you want. I don't necessarily want to do that. I want the public schools to be great, but they're going to have so much access to so much stuff. But if she gets kicked out and is a whatever student, I mean, like, I can relate. I gotta kind of be a little bit lenient, like as we talked about, like, what do you talk to your kids about? What's okay, whatever it may be. But I'll assess it. But I have no worries.
Yeah, I would say that's something that my mom did a great job of. Like if we had a teacher that reached out to my parents or was frustrated with us or whatever, my mom did a great job of sitting us down and be like, okay, what's going on? It wasn't just immediate like you're the student, they're the teacher, you're wrong. It was what's going on. And there were multiple times where my mom would back me up. And she would be like, well, let's figure out a solution to this. So it would be moving me into a different class or moving me into, like a different subject or whatever it may be. which I appreciated. But at the end of the day, she always let me know, like, you can't be disrespectful, right? I don't care if you don't get along with the teacher, but you can't be disrespectful. Not everybody in this world is meant to get along. So I really respected that about my mom, and I want to have those same type of relationships with Mac and her experiences as well. So back to school, it's coming up for all you parents out there. You are finally relinquished of having to be in full control of your children every minute of the day, right? And that's another thing that we love about back to school is that finally they get to go and be with their teachers. Like I said, as a teacher, the best day of teaching was the last day of school, and the worst day of teaching was the first day of school.
Seriously, like.
And for parents, it's the exact opposite. So remember that, parents. When you're frustrated with your teacher, remember, they have them for 9 months. You only got them for 3.
True.
So back off. No, but guys, thanks for joining us today. Back to school, it's coming up, so get prepared for it. Buy those backpacks, have those pencil wars, and just enjoy the process of your kids getting to learn and experience new things. That's what it's all about.
Agreed.
Agreed to agree.
Did I get an A+?
You did.
A+ for this episode?
You have passed, and I am not going to throw your books down the hallway.
Can you write that out and I can give it to my mom? And
yes, I'm going to give you a report card after this.
I want to get my $5, okay?
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We are Two Dads on a Mic. My name is Brian Boyd.
And I'm Zach Gittler.
And we out.